And there he goes. Wow, look at that collapse. So it looks like they were on top of the roof. You've got the old, it's like they're pulling all the slates down, it looks like. So you can see more and more of these flags, and they're all over, just like I said, near this roundabout. But they're being stripped down and taken away. And welcome back to a brand new video. So you can see we're just near Sainsbury's in town and Blackpool Council. It looks like they're taking all of the flags down which have been put up. How extraordinary is that? So you can see it looks like they're taking them all down on the third box. So you see he's just whipping it in there. So we're just at the site where the foundations are being laid, just near Talbot, or just on Talbot Road, shall I say. And just look at that huge machine. Not too sure exactly what that one is. Let me know in the comments. But you can see it's all elevated in the air. That is some machine, that. So a slightly different angle, and this is Blackpool North train station. But you just see that machine. How massive is that? Absolutely incredible. So that'll probably be on the ground for many weeks, I'd imagine. So we are just off George Street, and you can see the amount of work what is going on. There's all sorts of all the lights have been temporarily disabled. There's literally machines and work going all over there. So we're gonna have a walk down Grosvenor Street. I want to give you a quick update on how the demolition is going on Charles Street. And like I say, it's a little chaotic around this area. And you can see no through access at present. So like I said, we're gonna have a walk down Grosvenor Street, see how this is going on, because I believe there's 3 houses now gone, 33, 31, 29. I'd imagine me starting on the 27 and 25. So it is very early in the morning, and it's just literally a few hours before Storm Amy smacks into Blackpool. So here we are. This is where number 33 once stood, and you can see there's about 3 of the houses now completely gone. Look at that. And you see they're certainly motoring on with this one. Let's have a bit of a look on the even side. And it looks like they're throwing everything out, getting everything ready for them to be knocked down. So you can see all the wood, the doors, everything is being ripped out of this one, just on the opposite side, ready for the demolition. Look at that. And this is just a bit of a look down to the street. You can see they're already crunching away. Is that number 20? Probably 27. That one is, maybe 25. To be fair, I've actually lost count. And here we go. We're going to go for the old chimney. Look at that one. Looks like he's we'll keep. Oh, there he goes. There's the chimney stack. Look at this. And there he goes. Wow, look at that collapse. So I'll tell you what, they're really going on with this. And to be fair, once it's down, I know the wonderful houses, nothing wrong with them. But once a brand new shiny university will be here, that'll be something very special for the area. You can just see the tower like covered in the mist from water vapor, overcast, and the dust. Look at that. So directly in front, you see that gentleman there, part of the demolition team, and that is number 28 Charles Street. And you see he's preparing that one, so that may be quite imminent, to start coming down. Number 28 Charles Street. And I was speaking to the guys before, and they said they're stripping basically everything out, all the doors, the pipework, everything, just leaving a bare shell, ready for the demolition team to obviously come in and continue the demolition. These all like sort of piles of wood, maybe sort of built-in wardrobes, possibly at one stage the kitchen appliances, all sorts is being coming out of this one. And like I said, look at that. Wow. So you can see where the skip was, or is, shall I say, on the left-hand side. That was where number 33 Charles Street once stood. And the houses you can see now in the picture, they also are being pulled down. And like I said, nothing wrong with the houses. You know, they're perfectly good houses. But like I said, they're just developing the area. I guess, you know, you need to move with the times. But I always say, you know, let's hope every one of these found a fantastic home for themselves. So there goes another empty skip being laid. There's plenty of materials coming out of this one. So that looks like an old fire alarm of some sort, maybe, is it? You can just see on the skip there. You see that is absolutely rammed with joists, all sorts, possibly sort of kitchen units, everything. There's an awful lot of amount of wood comes out of these houses. Really surprising, you know. So when a fire does set fire to the house, you see, you know, it's got plenty of materials to keep it afloat. It's actually quite amazing how much wood is in something like this. So we're going to leave the demolition on Charles Street for another day. Like I said, just a bit of an update on where they're up to, what's going on, and we have got a bit of a surprise for you in a couple of weeks in regards to this site, so certainly keep tuned for that one. So we're just back at the Carlton House Hotel, and this is where the fire happened on Saturday. Awful fire, and it set alight, and the whole of the area was closed. Dixon Road, all sorts were closed off, and it looks like this is subject now to an emergency demolition. Apparently it is due to start today, so you can see it looks like there's possibly some machinery just turning up there. And but the thing is, you know, if they start today with the incoming storm, how will that affect it? You know, will they start today? We'll find out. But like I said, this is just on Abingdon Street. You see the state of the building. Just look at that. So apparently the demolition may be starting today or tomorrow, and like I say, it's a bit of a worry with the old incoming storm. You know, will that affect the progress of the demolition? Just see how grey and overcast it is at the moment. So these are probably some of the last images you'll possibly see of these hotels, like the Continental, just on the corner of Queen Street, and these will disappear into the history books, I would imagine. So this is the Continental Hotel, and you can see the door is ajar. I'd imagine so many emergency services have been through there, surveyed it, and like I said, this is probably going to be no more. So I hope you're enjoying this video so far. Like I said, we'll keep you completely up to date with this one, and you can see all the fencing is being put round, and they do say it's going to start possibly today or tomorrow. So again, we'll keep you completely up to date with this one. So this is just a bit of a look around the rear of the building, and you can see all the fencing has been put up in place in preparation. So just a bit of a walk up Queen Street, and the rain is just started to come down now, as the winds will be coming in around 4 o'clock, and they're getting stronger throughout the night. So like I said, it's strange how they're going to be possibly starting this one today or tomorrow. You'd have thought they maybe start, sort of early next week. A bit of an odd one, but I guess the guys know what they're doing. So like I said, we'll keep you completely up to date with the demolition on this. And apparently a couple of teenagers was arrested in regards to the start of the fire. How disappointing and unbelievable, to be fair, that is. And so you see the whole of this section of Abington Street is closed off now, as preparations are well underway. I'm not too sure exactly what's going on. They're taking sledgehammers up with them. This is a bit of an odd one, this. 3 of them in there. So it looks like they were on top of the roof. We've got the older... It's like they're pulling all the slates down, it looks like. And so yeah, it looks like this one, they're probably sort of prepping it, ready for the demolition. Apparently, like I said, this is going to be starting tomorrow, which is a bit of a strange on the weekend, so we'll keep you posted with that. And there they are with the old crowbars. You see that, unpicking the slates. So they certainly need to work. I realise, like I said, this storm is going to be a bad one. And I certainly wouldn't like to be up there in the next few hours. So that is the end of the video. Sadly, like I said, we'll keep you up to date with the demolition of the Carlton House Hotel, the Continental Hotel, and also the incoming storm. So make sure you stay safe in this next 48 hours. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button. You'll be notified of all the upcoming videos. And until next time, look after yourselves, take care. It's a bye from me, and it is a bye from Blackpool. Bye bye.